Hi, Coach. Jason Smedshammer here. I'm the head girls basketball coach at South High in Fargo. And I wanted just to visit with you a little bit about a player of mine, Adie Wagner, and sort of the unique circumstances of her situation here at South. I know college coaches a lot of times not looking for highlight films or anything like that, but I just wanted to put some clips together so that you could see the progression that she has made over the last 4 years, starting from when she was a seventh grader and we moved her up to where she is now just finished up her sophomore season. So, as a seventh grader, it was pretty obvious that we needed to move her up. We didn't hesitate on that one bit. She was a great shooter coming up, and in all honesty, was the best shooter that we had in our program. Had great form, had great range on her shot, had a quick release. Addie's number 3 here in all these clips, of course. Um, but it was just a no-brainer for us to get her moved up and just throw her into the fire of being a varsity player. And she just brought a lot to our team. Earned the respect of her teammates for all the stuff that she could do and things like that. So early on, um, she could do things like this, come off a double screen and catch square shots. We ran a lot of sets for Addie, which again seems kind of strange when you're looking at a seventh grader that you're running sets for your seventh grader, but she was our best shooter. So a lot of what we did around her. And then as the season wore on, we saw things like this where her depth, her range, that's a pretty deep three right there for a seventh grader. And she did that pretty frequently for us. So we were happy to have her moved up. She fit in well right away with what we were trying to do. As a seventh grader, obviously there's lots of things uh, to learn yet and stuff like that. Here on the defensive end, something that she's improved on now is we wish she would have been over in the gap a little bit more right there. But as a seventh grader, she's still trying to learn our defensive system. So this little clip was back-to-back threes, and she always gave us a spark when we needed a spark. Here we run her off to the corner on a sideline, not a bounce play. Again, a very quick catch, square shot. She had a knack for doing that. Her seventh grade year, we had a senior point guard, and so we got to play her off the ball a little bit. But this kind of thing happened a lot. Shot clock running down, and again, it seems kind of weird as a seventh grader, but it sort of turned into when the clock was winding down, get the ball into Addie's hands and just let her make a play, and she was able to handle things like that. Here, a few clips where she's able to get going towards the basket, and she had a great Euro step. Here's another good Euro move coming up, and just has the ability to sort of slither through there and get the ball from the rim. And it took us a while to figure out how she was able to do that, being smaller. But one of the things that we began to notice was when she got going downhill towards the basket, she has nice long strides. And so she can slither through and cover some ground. And whether it's a Euro move or just some other type of move going towards the basket, her long steps allow her to do things like that. So here's a perfect example of that. She gets the rebound, uh, goes in transition, and just long strides to get the ball to the rim. She did that last move and quit dribbling at the free throw line. Here, again, just tough layup under pressure. Here's another one where she's going to take some long strides to the basket. Um, and again, has the ability to finish in contact, but that's that's a great skill that she's got. And obviously, as she's gotten older, she's gotten better at it. Here, glance over her left shoulder. I love that play right there. That's probably my favorite play from Adie as a seventh grader, was that sort of backwards glance. Here, drive, find the open teammate for an open shot. Um, that's a play she didn't make a lot as a seventh grader because she didn't have the ball in her hands a lot as a seventh grader. Coming into now this her next season, her eighth grade year, our senior point guard graduated, so she was able to do a lot more with the ball in her hands. We relied on her to bring the ball up the floor and make plays for us. She's kind of a one girl press breaker right here. Dribbles through all 5 defensive players. Again, long stride, get to the rim, get it up off the glass, and score a basket. Here she's going to make a great hesitation move to freeze the defender. and then finish off with a nice dish to her teammate. So the ball in her hands, she was able to make more plays now as an 8th grader. Here again, got herself open on the press breaker, attacked the basket, found her teammate for a nice easy shot. Here she gets trapped up high, but is strong enough to see over the top of it and make the diagonal pass to her post player. Again, totally different role for her. Here, this is about a 60-foot pass right on the button, right to make an easy basket for us against press breakers. So again, not a play that you see very often, probably from an 8th grader. We like to run a lot of horns or Portland sets, so this kind of action where she's attacking the basket became very common for us. Again, there's long strides on a little nail cut. She's very good at that. We get a lot of mileage out of having a nail cut stuff run for her. There's the same action, but now drops the pass for an easy basket for her team. Here she's going to make a nice entry pass into the post. Nothing fancy, but again, something that you want your guards to be able to do is fire it in there at the right time, at the right spot, things like that. Here again, just another example of the ball in her hands and her ability to make a play. Teammate goes backdoor, fires it in there for a nice backdoor basket. Play right here. Again, same type of a situation. She reads the defense, makes a nice easy post entry pass right where the post can do something. Again, here she gets a full head of steam going, and like we said, she gets going downhill, takes some nice long strides, gets the ball up on the rim. Great Euro move right here. And just again, the ability for her to do that and still go through the defense is just really great in my opinion. So here comes off a horn set, reads what the defense is giving her, knocks down a 3-pointer. Same type of situation here. This time she's going to go left off the horns, reads what's in front of her, has the ability to knock that shot down. She loves shooting threes. She loves attacking the basket. She does all that kind of stuff. She led us in scoring as a 7th grader. This season, her 8th grade season, she also led us in scoring. Here we're fortunate enough to get a trap. She's going to run the court for us. She's going to read what her teammate is doing, so she just floats to the corner, knocks down a nice easy 3. So back-to-back threes here, calls timeout, or forces timeout for the other team. That's beginning to happen more and more, where she just has the knack of knowing when she needs to score. And so we saw a lot of that kind of stuff happening. Here again, some deep threes. She's not afraid to put it up from that volleyball line or beyond. And I'm totally fine with her shooting those. She's proven to me in practice and in games that she can make those. Her 9th grade season was kind of a breakout season for her, I thought. She became more of a complete player, a mature player. And so some of the stuff that she's doing here now, again, the ability to attack the basket and look for her teammates. Her passing was just so improved from where she was at 2 years prior as a 7th grader. There she had a nice drive and dish. Here she's going to run the floor. Again, has a great feel for the game in terms of they're hesitating just enough to draw contact. Is strong enough to absorb contact and still get the ball on the rim and finish plays. She has a ton of 3-point play opportunities. I think here is a nice Euro move again. Step through, and again, she just can do that a lot. Again, here it forces a timeout. She just has the ability to make key plays at the right time. Long one-handed pass off a dribble as a press breaker. Here, gets out ahead of the pack and uses her body to shield the defender from getting her shot blocked. Again, I don't know if she does that as a 7th grader. So just her awareness of what's going on was so much better now. She really had a breakout year here. She was an all-conference player. This 9th grade season here, again, she turns into a one-girl press breaker. She was the only 9th grader on the all-conference team. She's the only 9th grader in South High history to have made an all-conference team. So just great accolades for her in that aspect. There again, she can handle the ball, absorb the contact, still get the ball up on the rim. Here again, another nice drive and dish. And again, just being aware of when and how her teammates want the ball. Here, gets a good rebound. She also averaged about 5 rebounds a game. Attacks the basket in full court. That's a tough angle for a shot right there. Again, huge play with 3 minutes to go in the game. Forces a timeout again, things like that. She also still could do this, bomb away from, a good 6, 7, 8 feet behind the 3-point line, and surprised a lot of teams that she would shoot that deep, but she definitely could do it. So that's again, one of her things that she loves to do is knock down shots, and you can see just a really nice form, nice, smooth, easy rhythm. A lot of these particular clips are definitely, long bombs, and it's fun to watch as a coach. Sit on the bench sometimes and just watch it happen. It's great. Here again, dribble up into a 3 and see the result. So great action. Her sophomore year, the year we just finished up right now, also all conference, also led us in scoring again, finished second in the league in scoring. What I really liked about her season this year is she just became a more mature player. Here we're playing defense, and here she gets in the gap and causes a steal. She's going to go finish on the other end. Her rotating over and getting in the gap defensively, again, as a 7th grader, as we saw in a previous clip, did not make that play. So there's a great progression here. Again, she's loaded towards the ball, and just understanding what we're doing defensively a lot better, is aware enough to see the tip pass, predictable result. She's going to slice through and get 2 points out of it. Here does a nice job of boxing out, goes after the rebound, advances it. She doesn't get the assist, but just the fact that she was able to rebound and get the break going, that's an added element to her game now. Here, just probes the defense a little bit, goes left-handed, finds our post player for a nice little drop pass. That has become a lot more common now that we just didn't see earlier. So she's really worked hard on that aspect of the game. Here again, attacking the press, a nice little head fake to get herself past that line of defense, and ends up in a nice easy basket for us. Here again, just probes, and the defender has to go out. That opens up that little nice drop pass to the high post, and she's able to deliver it again on time when needed. Here's another long sort of over the top pass against the press, and just the ability to see that, not only see it, but just make the play. Again, not easy to do. Here, again, this is a nice defensive possession for her. She's loaded to the ball here. She's in help side, goes to the closeout. We're trying to push to the middle, so she goes out at the right angle, proper angle. Again, she's gapped. She's in the gap, still in help side, doing things like that. Shot's going to go up from the corner. She's going to box out, go after the rebounds with 2 hands, secure it, and get us going the other direction. So just a very mature defensive sequence right there. Here, same idea. We're fronting the post. She comes over from the other side. It's a help. The result is a fumbled pass, and we get something going the other direction. So her awareness of what's going on just all around is just, to me, the sign of a great mature player. Again, draws the defender out to her because of her shooting ability, makes a nice easy pass into the post. Again, this kind of action where she's just able to go left-handed and draw attention to herself. The other teams pay just a lot of attention to her, and so her ability to dish and find her teammates was a huge thing for us, because teams really tried to take her away. Here again, left-handed drive, and threads a pass through the defense. Really nice play right there. Just does a lot of that kind of stuff for us now. Here again, she's going to catch up top, going to go left-handed, find her post player at a crucial moment in the game. So she just has the ability to make plays when we need her to make plays. So just fantastic. She's worked on this crossover move and a little floater runner, whatever you want to call it. She's worked hard on that move as well. So attacking the basket, and just there's a beautiful crossover move to a little runner. she can do that much better than she could earlier on in her career. Another great crossover move. She's becoming really difficult to stay in front of right now. If you combine this long-range shooting with that ability to cross over and attack the rim both directions, left and right, right now she's pretty tough to guard. So here again, gets the ball, reads what's in front of her. I think right here is going to stop and pop, and she just is doing such a great job of reading what's going on. Another pull-up three in transition. Again, those are some pretty long shots, but she's proven that she's able to make those time and time again. So she really has the green light to go ahead and take shots where she feels like she's open and can make shots. So we see that type of play right there quite often. Here makes a tough one in traffic, quick release. You know, there's somebody kind of right in her grill, but still gets the shot off and does a nice job with that. Same type of action here. I think she's going to get one sort of right in traffic, a quick release. So she just does a lot of nice things for us, Coach. And here's another one, just very quick release. We run this little wheel route for her a lot of times. And again, it's just catch, square, shot, nice and easy. And she just brings a lot to the table. We've been very blessed to have her. So I hope you enjoyed seeing that progression. Adie does a great job for us. She's a four-year starter for us, basically. She's durable. She wants to play. She's a total in the gym person. She's the first one there. She's the last one to leave. You know, she's one of those kind of kids where at the end of the day, you got to kick her out of the gym, or she'd stay there all night trying to get better, working on shooting, working on her handles, doing whatever it takes to become a better player. Her teammates really enjoy playing with her. You know, if you're her teammate, your life is a lot easier. That's for sure, no doubt about that. So she's a great kid. She's a leader at our school. You know, that's another one of the things that has really improved as she's matured into being a varsity player is her leadership ability. You know, as a seventh grader, boy, even if you're maybe the best player on the team, pretty challenging to be a true leader. You know, a little scary maybe as a seventh grader, but now having gone through and become a veteran varsity player, her leadership skills are very solid and getting better every time. And I'm just excited to see what the next 2 years bring. You know, all these great highlights and stuff like that and experiences that she's had. She's still got 2 years of varsity basketball left. So we're very excited to see her continue on her upward trajectory and just to see what new things she's going to bring, you know, this coming 2 years. You know, she's brought something new to the table every year that she's played. So I hope you get a chance to visit with her, Coach. I think she could really add a unique aspect to your team. Like I said, she's got a lot of skills between ball handling, court vision, leadership, you know, three-point shooting with some range, all of that. And it wants to be coached. She wants you to coach her up. So hopefully you enjoyed watching a little bit of this. If you have any other questions, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to talk about Adie with you. Just a great all-around kid. I'm very blessed to have her in our program, no question about it. So have a great day and good luck.